Sometimes people wear sunglasses at funerals because they don't want people to see their grief. They don't want people to see that they're crying. They don't want people to see that emotion. They're ashamed, or they struggle to share how they're feeling, and they want to hide it, right? And our kids are grieving right now. You're probably grieving right now. You may not think of that, right? This isn't just for people who have lost loved ones. Not very many people have actually lost loved ones right now, at least in the United States. Grieving happens anytime there's loss. And right now, people are dealing with a loss of certain personal freedoms and the opportunity to go outside and to go do the things they need to do. Some of us have lost our jobs and we've lost our means of employment. Kids are losing opportunities to interact with our friends. We're losing our sense of certainty, and people are losing their sense of stability. There's a tremendous amount of loss, and there's a lady named Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, and she taught us that there's 5 stages of grief. And even when it's not death, any sort of change involves a loss, and our world is going through massive change right now. And I want to help you help others and help yourself manage the losses that we're feeling, and to know that it's normal to go through these stages, and to maybe understand how you're feeling and how other people are feeling better by walking you through these 5 stages. So step 1 is denial. This is where we say, the coronavirus probably isn't that big of a deal. Maybe it won't affect me. Maybe I won't lose my job. Maybe it's not even real. Some people were saying that at the beginning. Denial is where we simply refuse to acknowledge that this is a reality, or that even if it is a reality, that it's going to affect us. That's stage 1, is denial. And some of you, I'm sure, are seeing people in those stages. They're fine right now. It's no big deal. This is going to blow over, making a big deal out of nothing. That's the denial stage. The next one is anger. You're definitely seeing a lot of people in this stage. My daughter's angry because she's losing her senior year. She's losing her prom. She might lose her graduation. She's losing her opportunity to spend these last few months with her friends. She's angry because it's frustrating to go through these times and to have to experience this disruption. The next stage is bargaining. This is where we go from being angry about it to saying, well, maybe there's a way around it. Maybe there's a way to make this work for me. Maybe if I give a little, I can get something else. Maybe it doesn't have to be as bad as it could be. And this is what you see people doing. Well, maybe we'll just have smaller gatherings. Well, maybe I'll just see a few friends. Maybe I'll just let my kids do a couple of play dates. Maybe, and this is where we try to negotiate with the change, and oftentimes, as you see with this one, as the government's even sometimes making it illegal for people to do certain kinds of things. They're shutting down stores. You don't get to go to the store. There's no negotiating with some changes and with some losses. And the next one is depression. Depression is where we shut down. This is the 4th stage. We go from bargaining, where we think there's still some kind of hope of working something out here, to just being bummed, to being down, to being depressed. Why don't you just sit around in our pajamas because we're at home anyway? And why not eat too much and get fat because there's no reason to stay in shape? And why not sleep in a little late because there's nothing to do? And why not watch too much TV because who knows what our future is going to be like anyway? And depression is really where we give up. So we go through denial. There's nothing to be upset about. Then we go through anger. I'm upset. Bargaining, maybe I can negotiate, maybe I can work something out. Depression, there's nothing that can be done anyway. Why not just give up? To the final stage, number 5, which is acceptance, right? Acceptance isn't excitement. It's not appreciation. It doesn't mean that it's fantastic that it happened, but it means we get to the point where we're taking steps to handle and manage the change, to try to minimize the losses, and to see what we can do in a situation of loss, to manage ourselves, to manage our lives, to manage our health, to control the things we can control, to take care of the people around us, to try to mitigate any of the damage that's happening, to try to respond to those losses. If we've lost our job, acceptance is looking for a new job. If we've lost our freedoms and our opportunities to do things we enjoy, it's looking for new things to enjoy that fit into the category of things that we can do. What can we do at home? What can we do with our family? How can we still have a good life? Can we still take care of our health? Acceptance isn't excitement. It's not the same as saying, okay, this is a good thing. This is a wonderful thing. This is a fantastic thing. But it's the point at which we start to be able to move on. And what I want you to know is everybody goes through these stages at different speeds. Be sensitive to people who are in an earlier stage Be sensitive to people that aren't in the same spot you are, and also give yourself time to work through these stages. Don't try to rush it with yourself. Don't try to rush it with other people. And remember that we all go through these stages at different speeds. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with other people, and start to understand when other people are responding differently from you. They might be in a different stage. Be supportive. Be caring. Give them the time to go through the 5 stages of grief, the 5 stages of loss.